And we're live.
Good morning, everyone. It's the one, the only V, the Gorilla Economist, coming to you live with my main man, CJ, the master of the flux capacitor. And I am wired this morning thanks to the guys over at Black Rifle Coffee Company who gave me the ultimate dark roast. The dark roast is darker than dark, CJ. It's so dark they call it murdered out. M.O. Black Rifle Coffee Company. And I'm not getting a penny to even mention that. I just want to give a shout out to an awesome product. Also, check us out on roguemoney.net as well as Rogue Money on Facebook and at the Rogue Money. Um, at the Rogue Money on Twitter, and follow us on everywhere, every single podcasting app known to mankind. Check out our sponsors, myfreedomnow.us, myfreedomnow.us. Learn how you can get your credit fixed, get out of debt, and get up to $600,000 unsecured. Over 12.6 million pre-qualifications have went out with people. Join the movement, myfreedomnow.us. And also check out our other sponsor, mygoldusb.com. Mygoldusb.com. Surf the internet anonymously. Uh, do messaging encryptedly. Is that even if that's even a word, CJ? And on top of that,
We'll make it one today.
secure your Bitcoin wallet over at mygoldusb.com. Mygoldusb.com. So that being out of the way, CJ, what is going on, my man?
Hey, it's Monday. Good morning, V. Good morning. How are you?
I'm recovering, bro. I'm recovering. It's Monday. It's a start to a wonderful week. Um, I had my birthday yesterday. Yes,
Happy
yes, yes.
birthday to you.
To me. Happy birthday, you hairy ape. Happy birthday to me. Hey, on a cool note, man, I had my man Brad Birkenfeld. You guys remember my man Brad Birkenfeld? He is the UBS whistleblower. He's the Swiss banker who blew the whistle on the entire Swiss banking operation and blew it out of the water. Brad sent me over 50 books that are going to be autographed. What Brad and I are trying to do, folks, is in September, we're trying to get a venue going for September the 4th. So keep that on your calendar. We're going to do a live book signing. It's probably going to be in the city and or Jersey, but I'm looking at the city. So if you guys are going to be around the city, you're going to be around Manhattan, New Jersey area, you're in the tri-state area. Hell, you just want to fly in and see Brad Birkenfeld, his book, Lucifer's Banker. Come down and check us out. I will be there. Brad will be signing books. I'll be right next to him eating bananas, and you guys can come meet and greet us. I do look like a silverback monkey. And again, if you haven't seen my movie, it is out on video. It's King Kong Skull Island. King Kong Skull Island. I am being nominated for Best Supporting Actor. I am the monkey, and you can check it out. But anyway, yeah. So me and Brad are trying to get that together. So I
Cool.
will let you all know when as that transpires. With that out of the way, CJ, what's crack lacking, bro?
V, I don't know what it is with this Clintons and the Clinton body count that just keeps expanding,
Growing. I'm
growing.
nervous for myself, man. I'm worried about us.
It just when you see all these things happening, V, and they still continue to occur, that just tells you about the level of how seated that the Clintons are with the deep state, with
Yeah.
the nefarious the actions that have occurred around the globe, and now we're witnessing one of the officials, the Haiti official that was going to testify
Yep.
in regards to the Clinton Foundation
Literally a day before.
the day before, he committed suicide. V.
Well, yeah. I mean that's what happens. He had all this. He was depressed, and he had all this anxiety, and all these things, CJ, that was going on in his life that led him to popping himself off. Even though his family says he has no sign of depression, even though his family says the man was in the middle of and excited to be starting a new restaurant business, that doesn't matter. He was depressed, and he decided to end himself by shooting himself in the back of the head, which is the typical MO of most of these people. That's just the way it is.
Yeah,
Ridiculous. Like, who believes that tripe?
yeah, and if we think back to the Clintons and their lack of efforts in Haiti to help the Haitians, V, he was one of the one that was blowing the whistle. Is it
Yeah,
Eberwein? Eberwein, is that how you pronounce it? Eberwein or
yeah.
Eberwein? Eberwein?
Eberwine.
Eberwein. He was blowing the whistle to the fact that the money that was donated to the Clinton Foundation, only 0.6% of donations actually went to help the Haitians.
Yep.
The rest of the money was funneled out of the Clinton Foundation directly to other organizations. And you're talking about a significant amount of money. It was in the tune of like billions, V. Just amazing.
Yeah. No, it wasn't the tune of billions, and you got to understand where the hell it went. It got spread all throughout the world, and then washed in various locations, man. And we know that just about a year ago, there was an individual that was caught, I believe, in Boston, um, who was oh my God, I need more coffee. Was a core individual of all this Clinton money washing that's been going on, in the money laundering that's been happening. So that's the whole entire thing, man. You know what I'm saying? So it's incredible to see all these things that are happening, especially with the Clintonians, as this entire thing just really comes apart. Something's got to get done, Siege. It's not coincidence. I know.
It's not coincidence, and here we have for the first time an administration, a Justice Department that is actively pursuing these. So, unfortunately, V, I think we're going to see more instances of this happening, in part because they are in fear of prosecution. They are in fear, V. So,
Yep.
it's no different than during the election cycle, that UN ambassador that was going to testify in Congress, Senate, was found with a 10-pound dumbbell that they said it crushed his throat.
Oh yeah. Well, it happens all the time, dude. When I'm bench pressing 10 pounds, CJ, I'm terrified. I'm terrified because I'm very frightened of 10 pounds coming down on my neck and choking the life out of me, man. So it is it's something to be really really worried about. It happens all the time, CJ. I mean, you just YouTube gym fail videos, and you'll see people, getting hurt with 10 pounds all the time. Yeah, totally normal.
It's dangerous, right? Very
Dangerous,
dangerous.
dangerous. Unreal, man. Russia Gate is about Hillary Gates, Siege. We all
Well,
know
that's what it's
this.
all about.
That's
That's yeah. I don't know why Forbes is just now catching on to this. I mean, we've been saying it for months now,
Yep.
and that's what it's truly about. It's not about, this whole narrative was constructed by the DNC, by the Clintons, in regards to the Russiagate. That's all it is, V. Nothing
Yep.
else.
That's all it is. And if you see how vitriolic these people are in terms of the Russia, is they're terrified. They're trying to keep Trump off balanced with all this Russian stuff, and that's not happening. Why? Because there is an investigation that is going on about the Clintonians. And when you're looking at the pedo networks that are being taken down, when you're looking at these nefarious individuals that are being arrested, these are all within the Clintonians' network of influence, so to speak. Okay, so it is not a coincidence, man. Okay, it is not a coincidence. We know that 20% of the uranium of this country was sold off to Rosatom via Hillary Clinton. She signed the deal on that one. So Hillary Gate and Russia Gate's Hillary Gate. That's all it is. That's all it is. It's all that it's ever been. Dying petrodollar spells disaster for the Fed balance sheet, buddy. It's our main man, Ken Shorten over at roguemoney.net. Put up an awesome article, bro.
Yeah, yeah, he's exactly right. So, with the Fed wanting to unwind their balance sheet, who's going to buy bonds? Who's going to buy U.S. bonds? Who wants to buy our debt? V. Uh, I think the question is in regards to the whole, petrodollar. We're seeing more oil being exchanged, and with yuan, other currencies, and the petrodollar's days are numbered. But the Fed is in a tough point where they're going to have to determine how specifically to do this. And kind of like what you alluded to, V, is that they'll probably end up just dumping it in the market, figuring out how to, get rid of these. What was it, like $1.3 trillion that's on the Fed balance sheet right now?
4.5.
4.5. So nobody wants the U.S. debt. No one's
Ooh,
buying it.
exactly. Exactly, man. It's no one wants it. No one needs it. No one has anything to do with it. So they're in a pickle, bro. They're in a pickle. And as the petrodollar dies, the bankers and the paper world that they've put out there, this fictitious paper universe that these idiots want us to live in, is coming apart, and reality is starting to hit. These guys thought that they were the masters of reality. These guys thought they thought they were the alchemists who could literally mess with physics, okay, by having things go from a physical to a paper world that they manipulate. They themselves thought they were God, CJ. They're starting to taste that mortality, and they're starting to taste real good, buddy.
Yes, and Yellen's already starting to back up on her, words. She said, we're probably going to be looking at 3 or 4 rate hikes this year. And
Mhm.
then in her last meeting that she did with the FMOC, she was specifically saying, well, maybe we reviewed it, maybe we have done enough. What we're concerned about right now is inflation or stagflation.
Mhm.
So we want to do something to create more in inflation. I mean, these people in the Fed, V, they have no clue on the actions that they've done, V, to the U.S. economy. And then we sit here with our legislator, and they're still stuck on this whole Obamacare that we know is not going to go anywhere. It just almost like with DC, it's like just push the reset button and just start all over again, V.
Yep, exactly correct, my man. Exactly correct. Um, no financial crisis in our lifetime. So, that's what Janet says. So, Janet is the Methuselah of this whole entire financial system.
Oh, I slept soundly ever since she said that. I've been sleeping soundly. Haven't even paid it any mind since she
I
said.
pray that that dumb clipped hair woman that looks like a football. Okay, I hope that woman stays alive. There's money to be made, man. There's money to be made right now in this market. So I want Janet Yellen to stay alive. Look, guys, you can sit there and drink piss and vinegar and bitch about how the market's manipulated. You can do that. Hell, I used to be joined in with you with my righteous indignation. But there's a point where you got to be pragmatic. Okay, you got to be pragmatic and be like, okay, well, you know what? The evil ones are using these bubbles to enrich themselves. The evil ones have also made it that I can enrich myself in the process. It's an opportunity. Utilize it. Be pragmatic about it. And again, seek your own financial advice. Check out your own financial whatever, and do your own financial thingamabopper to whatever. Anyway, yada, 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 yakety schmackety. Once that's out of the way. Qatar manufactured event by who, CJ? Who is manufacturing
Oh,
this
I don't know.
Qatari event?
I don't know, V. But apparently the Washington Post has all the insider information.
Oh, yes, they
they're
do. They are
they're
experts in cyber hacking, man.
they are experts. They're plugged into the intelligence office. I mean,
Oh,
the intelligence officials have something to get out. They always, for some reason, call the Washington Post, and so now they're reporting, quote unquote, U.S. officials pin the anti-Qatar hack on the UAE. Now, specifically, this was a completely fabricated thing specifically to target Qatar. Them claiming that, oh well, this news organization, and was it Al Jazeera or a different
yeah,
news
yeah,
agency
yeah.
that was hacked? Whoever it was actually hacked by the UAE, according to this. But we all know, V, that that's probably more than likely not accurate at all.
Absolutely. U.S. Officials concede that they're not entirely sure if the UAE directly hacked Qatari outlet or contracted out, but either way, it's clear that this whole diplomatic crisis was manufactured ahead of time with the goal of forcing Qatar to make concessions coming before the blockade was publicly discussed. I mean, this is it's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. And Qataris and the UAE. Well, here's the deal, man. Here's the deal. Um, Qatar is an intelligence operative hub in the Middle East. It's a hub for U.S. deep state and British deep state operatives. That's what Qatar is. When you hear Qatar, think deep state. Okay. When you hear UAE, think money laundering. Okay. Think money laundering. The United Arab Emirates, Abu Dhabi, and especially Dubai is the largest money laundering, basically one of the largest money laundering facility on the planet. Okay. That's what you need to think about. I wouldn't be surprised if some Clintonian funds have went through the UAE to get washed. I would not doubt that one bit before those funds were then wound up in the Caymans, in Swiss accounts, but mostly, Caymans and maybe even Seychelles and maybe a few other places, Gibraltar, that these guys like to put it in.
Bingo.
Wouldn't doubt it. Wouldn't doubt it. Okay, I'm not saying it is, but I'm saying it wouldn't surprise me. All right, man. So Insane McCain, who hates the health bill, wanted to cock block it ever since he heard about it. Now he's hospitalized and he wants to delay the vote.
It's crazy. We hear this, coming out of the Hill that, oh well, McCain's hospitalized, so we need to delay the whole health care vote, and specifically that Mitch McConnell, the Senate Majority Leader, he knows that currently, as Rand Paul's been saying, is that they don't have the votes.
Right.
That's the reason why they keep, kicking it down the road. They keep coming up with excuse after excuse of why they're not getting this passed through. I mean, by the time this is said and done, and what McConnell's been doing with the back deals that he's working, right now the big holdup that no one has an appetite for is rolling back these Medicaid expansions that Obama passed. I mean, many states took advantage of these particular extensions, doing all different types of services. I happen to be kind of plugged into that community regarding disability services and everything, and many of these programs have expanded, are counting on that money. So there's no appetite to wheel that back right now. So McConnell's trying to work all these back channel deals to get this thing passed. And then for them to just sit there and say, just to pass it, they want to taste victory so much that they're willing to give up the House to do it. And it's just a shame, because at the end of the day, when they pass this thing, it's not going to do anything. This is a complete bailout again of the insurance companies. That's all it is.
That's all it is, my man. That is all it is to it. I mean, come on, really? They stopped the whole entire thing because Johnny McInsane is hospitalized, and his girlfriend Lindsay Tickle My Butt Graham. He's concerned. He's concerned, and him and Chuck E. Cheese Schumer decided to have a meeting and parlay this whole entire thing and chalk it up to the fact that Johnny's ill, that they can't vote. What a bunch of hog crap, man. Keep it up, guys. Keep it up. You do nothing Congress, who are off 214 days out of the year. 214 days out of the year, these a-holes are off. They don't work. They don't do nothing. Keep it up, do nothing Congress. The 2018 elections are coming. And if you thought that purge was just at the executive, you got another thing coming to you. You got another thing coming to you. Watch what happens. Mark my words.
Absolutely.
Mark my words. Anyway, my man, that covers all of it. Later on, we got London Paul, who's going to be coming in at 10 o'clock, and London Paul and I will be flying on that one. You got to step out for a little bit, Siege.
Yeah.
Who else do we have? Do we have Charles Hughes Smith today?
Yeah, 4? Charles is supposed to be coming on later on today at 4 o'clock, and we may just go ahead and just stream that live. We'll have to see what I'll email him just to confirm it. But if you after you listen to this, go back. I listened to him again last night, V, and those interviews that you did with Marco and Harley just knocked it out of the park, and it really gives an inside level of understanding of Italy, EU, the banking crisis, what's happening there, and then also follow that up with the interview with Hugo and W in regards to Loretta Fuddy, and just to understand how deep the rabbit hole goes, and to this date those it just continues. So great interviews. Go back and listen to those. Some great articles on roguemoney.net. James threw up a couple of articles last night, so plenty of things to do to keep you in tune with Rogue Money.
Absolutely. And with that being said, guys, again, check us out, roguemoney.net, add to the Rogue Money on Twitter and Rogue Money Facebook page, and check out our sponsors, myfreedomnow.us, myfreedomnow.us. With that being said, CJ, take it away, my friend. We're out.